Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my week, I don't even know, of NFL reactions. In today's video, of course, we're going to be reacting to the NFL games that were played this past weekend. We're going to talk the Panthers and, of course, us winning an actual football game 2 weekends in a row. Might I add, I'll give my thoughts on that before we head into the bye week as well. Talk about the Thursday night game, what I thought went wrong for the Bengals, of course. We'll talk Kansas City, obviously getting another easy win as well. That and much more here on this video. However, if you guys are new to the channel, you already know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Tonight, the second college football playoff rankings are going to be revealed. So tomorrow, bright and early, we're going to react to the college football playoff rankings. There's going to be a video here on the channel discussing the 12-team playoffs so far, what those rankings are, of course, and we'll break that down. Then you'll have NFL predictions as well. Then, of course, you will have, obviously, your weekly college football reactions and predictions video on the day as well. So, that is the outlook for a little bit for tomorrow. The Champions Classic is tonight as well. College basketball is freaking back. Alabama almost losing last night as well. Only winning by 7 or 8 points, which, again, was very, very scary. However, South plays Ole Miss tonight in college basketball on the road. Lots of college basketball action with Kentucky, Kansas, I believe, going at it as well. Duke, Michigan State going to be going at it as well. Pretty sure that's the schedule for tonight. Don't quote me on that one. However, let's go ahead, react to these NFL week number, I don't even know, reactions. Alright, kicking us off on Thursday Night Football, we had the Bengals going into the Ravens, and let's talk about Joe Burrow first, because he played out of his freaking mind like a dog on Thursday night. We had Joe Burrow, 34-56, 428 yards passing, 4 touchdowns on the day, 0 interceptions as well. The only place where they were wrong was that 2-point conversion attempt. Me, personally, I think with the way Joe Burrow was playing in this football game, we don't even need to react to whatever, because Jamar Chase, 265 yardage, 3 touchdowns for the day as well. Hudson had a touchdown reception for the Bengals. Chase Brown, 42 yards, 1 touchdown on the day as well. However, that's just the highlights. I'm not even going to react to whatever the other players on the team did. I'm going to talk about that third down, or that 2-point conversion attempt. 1, Joe Burrow. Zach Taylor's a freaking idiot. I don't know what to say, but that was the most dumbest decision I can ever see. And, of course, going for 2. Yes, I know, the way your quarterback A has been playing in this entirety of the game made you obviously want to go for 2 to try and win the game. However, when you're playing a team like the Ravens, playing a team like Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, obviously there's going to be a chance. Obviously, it's not the Chiefs. So, I think the Bengals should have gone in overtime. Joe Burrow, again, the way he's been playing, definitely, if you had gotten the ball first, could go down and score, put the game over as well. However, the Bengals fall 34-35 to the Ravens. Let's take a look at the Ravens side of things, though, as Lamar Jackson, 25 of 33, 209 yards, 4 touchdown passes on the day as well. Derrick Henry was 66 rushing yards and 1 touchdown as well. Wallace, Andrews, and Bateman all catching 1 touchdown, and Nelson Aguilar with a touchdown as well, as the Ravens get the job done 34-35 on Thursday Night Football. Alright, let's head to Munich, Germany, where the Carolina Panthers get another win. Yes, you heard that right, another win. 2 wins in a row for the boys in Carolina, black and blue, getting the job done. Let's talk about Daniel Jones first, though, as he struggled. 22-37, 190 yards, 2 interceptions on the day as well. Tyrone Tracy had a touchdown, and, of course, Daniel Jones had a rushing touchdown as well. However, when I look at this Panthers team, Bryce Young played really solid football. No interception on the day, 15 of 25, 126 yards. 1 touchdown as well for him. Chuba, 153 yards, 1 touchdown. Continues to show why we extended him as well. Jalen Coker led the team in receiving with 41 yards, but it was Jatavion Sanders with 1 touchdown of the day as well. Pinheiro with 8 points and the game-winning field goal. As it was the defense in overtime that forced the fumble, got what we needed, and we finally got 2 wins in a row, as right now could potentially beat the Chiefs. We'll talk about that tomorrow, or next week here, when the Carolina Panthers return to action. But the Panthers, as of now, celebrate on their bye week with a win in Germany against the New York Giants. Keep motherfucking pounding. Alright, next game up is the Patriots going into Chicago. Caleb Williams, 16 of 30, 120 yards, had a struggling performance there. Only 3 points from the field goal. Really nothing to highlight there if you're a Bears fan. And Drake May, 15 of 25, 185 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on the day. Stevenson with 75 yards rushing. As I believe the kicker Joey Sly had 13 of those points as the Patriots get the win against the Chicago Bears, and Caleb Williams is struggling right now in Chicago. Next game up, you have the Bucs going into hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Baker Mayfield, a freaking dog on the football field. 18 of 29, 116 yards, 1 touchdown on the day. But did you guys see the stiff arm and the first down play on that final drive? That was absolutely crazy to watch as the Bucs do fall short. However, Bucky Ivory rushed for a touchdown, with Rashad Wright leading the team in receiving now with 40 yards with the absence of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and 1 touchdown. And Chase McGlone had 8 points as well. Brock Purdy, 25 of 36, 353 yards, 2 touchdowns. Looks to be really, really good. Christian McCaffrey, only 40 yards in his debut with the 49ers this season. Ricky Pearsall got a touchdown. And, of course, George Kittle catching a touchdown as well. And then Jake Moody with 11 points. And the San Francisco 49ers get the win on the road in Tampa. In this segment, I'm going to react to 2 games here. The Broncos-Chiefs, we'll talk about that game next. However, Bills-Colts, wasn't able to watch all of this game. Josh Allen looked really good from what I saw. Joe Flacco struggling, throwing that pick 6 on the opening drive of the game. Honestly, ultimately, is kind of what started that momentum to fall if you are a Colts fan against the Bills, as the Bills get the win on the road in Indy. Josh Allen looking like MVP type of player. Now, let's talk Broncos-Chiefs. Chiefs, another win in what shouldn't have been a win. There is a thread on Twitter of literally, you can go and look at it, but of literally the Chiefs winning percentages with like a minute left of every single game that they have played. Some of them, they weren't predicted to win this game at all, and Mahomes always found a way, but what it was for the Chiefs in this game was the Chiefs' special teams unit. They went after the kicker. That's just a terrible job by the blocking on the special teams for the Broncos on that one. You have a chance to win the game against the number 1 team in the NFL right now, and the Kansas City Chiefs, as they're 9-0 now, and they escape with another win against the Denver Broncos. Let's talk about the Vikings going into the Jaguars. A very, very boring game as Sam Darnold threw 3 interceptions, 24 of 38, 241 passing yards on the day. I believe the kicker, Romo, kicked all 12 points, and he did. Nothing to highlight for the Jags. 14 of 22, Mac Jones, 111 yards, 2 interceptions on the day as well. And they have 1 touchdown of the day. They threw, or I believe it was a pick. No, Mac Jones rushed for a touchdown. And that was a very, very boring game. As the Minnesota Vikings do, though, get a win on the road in Jacksonville in a very, very boring contest this weekend. This was a thriller of a game, and the Washington Commanders hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's talk about Jaden Daniels. 17 of 38, 202 yards of offense, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but Eckler had 2 rushing touchdowns, the newly acquired running back. And, of course, McNichols had 1 rushing touchdown on the day as well. Terry McLaurin led the team with 113 passing receptions, and Zay Gonzalez kicked 9 of those points as well. Russell Wilson, 14 of 28, 195 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception on the day as well. Najee Harris with 1 rushing touchdown. George Pickens, Mike Williams, and of course Pat Freiermuth all catching touchdowns, and Boswell kicking 4 of those points as well. As the Steelers get a win, very, very close win though, on the road against the Commanders, who are still 0-3 against teams that are above 500. Do with that what you will. That just shows that they could be potential frauds. You're asking me with the rookie quarterback. However, Commanders 7-3, Steelers 7-2 now on the season as well. All right, so we're going to talk Cardinals, Jets, Chargers, Titans here in this little segment here. I'm going to save Falcons, Saints for after this segment. We will break that game down as well, and we'll also talk about the Cowboys here in a second too. But as of the Cardinals, they're rolling right now, man. 4 wins right now in a row, And Kyler Murray looks to be really, really solid. Must be the new Call of Duty game that is kind of giving him the strength to get the wins there for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, again, they played a struggling Jets team, but Kyler Murray played really well. Obviously, he got the ball to Marvin Harrison a ton, found his receivers. Maybe that momentum will carry into when they start playing, if they start playing any good teams. Now, let's talk about Chargers-Titans. Chargers getting the job done. I believe Herbert played, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Justin Herbert did play. Will Levis did struggle in that game as well. And I believe for the Chargers, it pretty much came down to their defense holding the Titans as well, as the Chargers get a win here at home against the Titans in 27-17 fashion. And Cardinals blew out the Jets in this week as well. Hey, let's talk about the Falcons and the Jets, or the Falcons and the Saints, excuse me. Still got my mind on the Jets losing. Kirk Cousins, 23 of 38, 306 yards, 1 interception on the day. Bijan, have yourself a day. 115 yards, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day, rushing as well. Drake London did go out, and I believe that is ultimately what helped the Saints win this game, if you're asking me. Younghoe Koo with 5 points, did struggle from kicking as well. Now let's talk about the Saints. Derek Carr, 16 of 25, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day as well. Coach Rizzi looking like he could be the next Saints head coach. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Alvin Kamara, 55 yards on the day as well. MVS had 2 touchdowns receiving, 109 yards, the newly added Saint here in this one. And of course, Blake Grupe kicking 8 of those points there as the Saints get the job done at home against the Falcons. And Saints still in it, especially in this NFC South division where you don't know what's going to happen. I'm not even going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys in this one. It was a loss. So, it was a blowout loss. You're playing Cooper Rush. What else do you want me to say? He struggled. Eagles win. Moving on. Dak out for the season with season-ending surgery. Cough up the season. Let's move on to next year in 2025 if you're asking me. Now, what we are going to talk about, though, is the Texans. The other Texas team. And absolutely blowing their huge lead going into halftime of that game. C.J. Stroud, 19 of 33, 232 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I believe both came in the second half, if I'm not mistaken as well. Joe Mixon, 46 yards, 1 touchdown on the day as well. John Mechie leading the team with receiving 75 yards, 1 touchdown as well. And then the kicker, Fairburn, 11 points on the day. Missed the go-ahead field goal, though, and missed the important kick of the game, if you're asking me. Jared Goff struggled with 5 interceptions of the day, 15 of 30. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. 240 yards, 2 touchdowns of the day. David Montgomery had a rushing touchdown, but it was Jahmyr Gibbs with 71 rush yardage as well. Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra catching touchdowns for the Lions as well, with Laporta leading the way with 66 yards as well, and Jake Bates kicking 8 of those points as well, as the Lions find a way to win on Sunday Night Football, even with the way Jared Goff plays, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw Dan Campbell's press conference to this game. He said he's okay with Jared Goff throwing 5 interceptions as long as they keep winning. And the Lions, they're looking like the favorite right now in the NFC as they get the job done on the road in Houston. And, get the win against the Texans Sunday Night Football. Hey, last game here that we're going to react to is Monday Night Football. Who decided to put this game on Monday Night Football, if you're asking me? The Rams, 15. The Miami Dolphins, 23. Matthew Stafford, 32 of 46. 1 interception, 293 yards. Kyren Williams, only 62 rush yardage as well. I believe the kicker, Cartley kicked all 15 of those points, which is absolutely wild. But he definitely had himself a career day, that is for sure. Tua Tagovailoa, obviously, 20 of 28, 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on the day. Solid day for him as well. DeMar A-Chain led the team in rush yardage with 37. Obviously, you had a couple of touchdowns. Maybe not offensively with Tyreek Hill only having 1 rushing touchdown. Waddle led the way in receiving yardage. And Jason Sanders kicked 11 of those points as well, as the Dolphins bounce back with the win. Finally get the win that is much needed, and Tua returning to the Miami Dolphins. Alright, that is going to be all for my week. I believe 10 NFL reactions. Yeah, we're coming down the stretch here of the NFL season. Great time to be alive. College football is coming down the stretch. NFL football is getting there as well. There's a lot that is happening right now. And, NFL reactions, another one is in the books. If you have not already, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that said, I'm going to hop off this to edit it so you guys can watch it on tonight. Enjoy the Champions Classic. Cannot wait for that. That's going to be a fun time. College football playoff rankings in between some college basketball. You got some MAC action as well tonight. For you college football sickos like myself, you got college basketball again, NBA. The Emirates Cup is back as well. And yeah, lots of sports on tonight. So let me know what you thought of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.